Hey, welcome to the channel. In today's adventure, I'm going to show you how I created what I call the Counter Caddy. It holds a salt and pepper shaker and an oil and vinegar bottle. I designed this in Fusion 360 and 3D printed it. Stay tuned for the full video and I'll show you the whole process.
Okay, so here's what we got. We have these salt and pepper shakers, and I'm not a big fan of, there's no place to put it. We have very limited counter space, and it's a little frustrating, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to 3D print something to essentially work as a shelf, so that we can raise these up, make these a little bit easier to get to without messing with the salt shakers. And I want them to have little trays to set in, so I want to be able to set that right into something that has a lip. It falls right in, so we're going to design something and 3D print something to hold all of this. So, let's see, we need something that's about 150, let's say 155. Now, this is what I got so far. Right, from here we'll just do some simple math, and that'll give me this value here. So what we're going to do now is calculate what's my distance here, and what's my distance here. Actually, this is going to be this is not drawn to scale. Let's see. It should actually probably be more like this. So from here to here, that's probably drawn more to scale, and then I'm going to have it so that way salt shakers, salt and pepper shakers, drop right in there, right, and then this one, right, so do something kind of like that, right, so that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of my rough idea here. So we got 155 going that way, and now we need to figure out how much we want to elevate these before we inside them. Kind of like that. See, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. Still put that there so that you can all see what we got going on here. So I kind of like the top of this lip here. Maybe I'll go up just a tad higher, or try to create something that's just even with this to be able to stack on this as well. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. This is 100 millimeters high. So that's what we're gonna do. We want something that's going to set in, it's going to set out, which is fun. Yeah, why not? Let's go even. So we got 100 high. Right? This 80 is from here to here. Okay. So now we're gonna put these designs right into Fusion 360. Do a few sketches. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me do another profile and get some more measurements. Okay, so there we go. So this is looking at the front, and then this is the top. Right. Sorry, not the best artist here. But this is just some rough sketches here, so that way we can get these dimensions into Fusion 360 and let the computer be the artist. So what I want to do is the width. I want it to be something kind of like that, right? The way I got a little bit of space between the two to drop each end. There'll be plenty of space between these two. Okay. So let's see. The distance. Let's go like 135. That's a good width. 135. Okay. So this is what we got so far. Alright. And now what we're going to need to do is, for the salt shaker, so I'm pretty sure that these are going to be square. Let's just make sure. So let's see. Let's see what you guys can see. .6. Let's see it. 58.6. Alright, so let's do this. 58. Let's say 58.75. Let's give ourselves a little bit of variance to work with. Okay, so now I'm going to take the bottom piece here. I'm going to measure the outside of it. We got 51 on the dot. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go 51.15. That way we give ourselves a little bit of space. Alright? And about 8-ish. Somewhere between like a 6 and an 8, maybe. We'll get into Fusion 360. Like somewhere about a 6-ish, maybe. Maybe a 7? I don't know. We'll get into Fusion 360 and play around with some settings and see what we get in there. So let's go ahead and just put that somewhere between a 5 and an 8. Actually a 6 and an 8. Okay. So now we got all our measurements. Alright, so we got our oil, what do you call these? Bottle? Goodness. What do they call it? A jar. Alright, so we got our oil bottle, our salt and pepper shakers, and all the dimensions of those. So this is a square, so we got the same thing over here. We got a little bit of paper. So let's see here, we got 58.75 on our oil bottles on each side, and then we've got a chamfer on the corners that's somewhere between 6 and 8. We'll get into Fusion and play around with that, see what we come up with. And we've got our measurements on our height, so we're going to go 100 high to the top, and then we're going to inset it a little bit, so we may go a little bit higher. I'm not sure yet. Maybe just a little bit higher. Maybe we'll see how far we want to inset it. Let's see, maybe we should come up with that. Let's see. How much do we want to inset these? Because we'll inset both of them about the same. That way we have our insets that match. So let's see. I'm thinking that'd be a good inset. Let's go 6. There'll be enough of a lip that it's not going to wobble over. I mean, we don't have earthquakes here, so it's not like it'll wobble over anyway. But be a good plate. Like, I just want a lip that way it's easy to drop in. You know. So I'm thinking 6. That's gonna be good. Actually, better yet. Let's go 7. Let's go 7. I like 7 better than 6 anyway. So let's say inset 7. So now let's take this stuff, put it in Fusion 360, and see what we come up with. And if you guys are wondering what these excuse me, what these salt and pepper shakers are, I'll throw all that stuff down in the description. But these Life picked them up, pretty inexpensive ones, but nonetheless, I hope you guys can, if you have something similar, or you also just have a similar situation where you have very little counter space and want to make better use of your counter space, and the things that they sell in stores would take up this whole counter space. I don't need to take up this whole counter space just to put these two things that I use often while I'm cooking. I want them right next to the stove, as well as all the spices over here. Can't find anything in a store that's just a perfect fit, and plus we're gonna do some little custom stuff here, so stick around.
So I did forget to get this one last measurement, and that's the thickness of the lip itself. And now we're going to jump over to the computer and into Fusion 360. So I do have this footage sped up extremely fast, as this is not going to be a in-depth video on Fusion 360, how to manipulate, how to design, how to construct all in Fusion 360. This is more or less just to show you the process and what I did to create this. It's not a hard process to use Fusion 360. If you want to see a more detailed instruction set of how I actually completed this within Fusion 360, let me know down in the comments, as I do have the footage, as you can see here, and I can actually do a more detailed walkthrough of it. But nonetheless, like I said, I really just wanted to show you the process within Fusion 360 and moving things around and how I actually constructed it. And I do want to throw a disclaimer out there. I am no expert on Fusion 360, so if it looks like I know what I'm doing within Fusion 360, part of that has to do with because the video is sped up extremely fast. But Fusion 360 is not very difficult to learn, especially to create very basic shapes and structures. So one thing that I do want to point out that I am going to do, that especially if you have a big print, I would highly recommend doing, and especially if fitment is a big component of the piece working or not, is to verify fitment. And that is to, instead of taking 13 hours to print this whole thing, I'm just going to print the bottom portion of it that has where the salt and pepper shakers will go, and then I'm going to cut off the top and print just the top part where the oil and vinegar bottle go, so that way I don't waste a ton of plastic and a ton of time and then come to find out that they don't fit properly. So we're going to do a couple test prints, verify fitment, see how everything works. If we've got to edit the design, then we'll go back and tweak it a little bit, and then we'll go and print the entire project. I can tell you from firsthand experience, it's extremely frustrating to wait 13 or 14 hours on a big print and then come to find out that the fitment does not match up. So now that we have our fitment pieces, let's go ahead and test it. So it looks like the oil and vinegar bottles fit in nicely. The salt and pepper shakers are a little tight. It does fit, but it's just a little more aggravating to get in and out than I would like. It does look like the middle piece fits, so that'll be fine. So the only thing we need to edit is the outer diameter for the salt and pepper shakers, and then we'll go ahead and just run the whole print.
So this just got done printing. It took about 14 hours or so. I'm sorry, 13 hours and 13 minutes it says. So let's pop this off and go try it out. Okay, so the quality came out not as defined as I wanted it to, but that's fine. I'm just gonna hit this really quick. Perfect. So let's check and see what we got. Perfect. Oops. And let's see if this one. Let's see here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is see, this one fits, and it fits good. This one, there seems to be a little bit of a clearance issue, I think. I think I got a little bit of a clearance issue right in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna warm it up. And then we're gonna push it in place. Spin it around a little bit. That's gonna give it a nice fit. We're going to do the same thing on this one. Perfect. So now it sets right in. And sets right in. perfection.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, educational, or entertaining, please click that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Thanks, and until next time.